Bro, thank you for choosing this video. Welcome back to this channel, a haven for Chelsea news updates. So find a comfortable seat and grab a drink, because this time I'm presenting 10 stories about Chelsea off the pitch that you probably didn't know. I hope to reach 300 likes. By liking this video, I'm even more motivated to provide as much news as possible and as interesting as possible for you. And finally, please comment where you're from. I'd love to know which countries are watching this video.
Chelsea will return to Champions League action this midweek when they host Ajax Amsterdam at Stamford Bridge. This match provides an opportunity for the Blues to continue their positive run of 3 consecutive wins in all competitions. After losing 1-3 to Bayern Munich in their opening match, Enzo Maresca's team bounced back with a 1-0 victory over Benfica. Meanwhile, Ajax's form is in stark contrast. The Dutch club is currently struggling with just 1 win in their last 6 matches in all competitions. In the Champions League, they have yet to pick up a single point, having lost to Inter Milan and Marseille. The match is scheduled for Wednesday night at 8 p.m. UK time at Stamford Bridge, which has a capacity of over 40,000. For viewers in the UK, the match will be broadcast live on TNT Sports 2 and TNT Sports Ultimate, and can also be streamed on Discovery Plus and Amazon Prime Video. Chelsea are clear favorites to win, given their unbeaten run in 15 home matches in European competition. With solid performances and a new mentality starting to take shape under Maresca, can the Blues extend their fine run and secure another 3 points?
Chelsea returned to training at Cobham on Monday afternoon after their 3-0 win over Nottingham Forest last weekend. Despite light rain, Enzo Maresca's squad looked eager to prepare for their crucial midweek Champions League clash against Ajax. Several key players were also present at the training session. Reece James, who recently made his 200th appearance for Chelsea and scored, was seen training normally alongside his teammates. Moises Caicedo and Marc Guéhi, 2 players who impressed off the bench in the previous match, were also present. Players including Romeo Lavia, Wesley Fofana, Marc Cucurella, and Tosin Adarabioyo also took part. A special highlight was Yorel Hato, who trained fully and could potentially feature against his former club, Ajax. Maresca was seen focusing on improving his coordination between the lines, particularly his quick transitions and finishing, 2 aspects that have been key to Chelsea's recent victories. This session signaled the Blues' readiness for their next European test. The question is, can Maresca maintain his team's positive trend in the Champions League tonight? Chelsea are preparing to host Ajax at Stamford Bridge in their 3rd Champions League group stage match. The Blues come into the match on the back of 3 consecutive wins in all competitions, including a convincing 3-0 victory over Nottingham Forest. However, that victory also brings with it a new set of problems, a slew of injuries and a lengthening suspension. Cole Palmer is set for a lengthy absence with a groin injury and will not return until the end of November. Liam Delap is also sidelined with a hamstring injury until December. In midfield, Enzo Fernandez is a doubt after suffering a knee problem while on international duty. Maresca described the injury as minor, but remains uncertain whether the Argentine midfielder will be fit enough to play. Benoit Badiashile has suffered another muscle problem and will not return until next month, while Levi Colwill is still recovering from knee surgery and will not be available until the end of the season. Dario Heswigo is also on the long-term list after undergoing thigh surgery while representing Portugal U21. In addition to injuries, Chelsea is also missing João Pedro, who's suspended following his red card against Benfica. The good news is that Malo Gusto's suspension from domestic matches does not apply to European competition, so he can still feature against Ajax. With so many players absent, Maresca is being challenged. He must adapt his tactics and lineup to ensure the team remains competitive despite the limitations. Can Chelsea maintain their positive form despite the ravages of injuries and suspensions?
Bro, Chelsea's lineup against Ajax in the Champions League is absolutely terrifying.
Maresca has deployed a 4-2-3-1 formation that looks increasingly solid, and fans are already optimistic about a goal fest at Stamford Bridge. Goalkeeper Robert Sanchez, increasingly composed, his reflexes incredibly sharp. Right back, Reece James, ready to bomb from the right. Center back, Wesley Fofana, finally back in the game, a true wall. Center back, Trevose Chalobah, tough, disciplined, and dominant in the air. Left back, Cucurella, very aggressive, helping build up from the back. Defensive midfielder, Malo Gusto, given a new role, more defensive and disciplined. Malo Gusto is supporting the thinning defensive midfield, leaving only Romeo Lavia as a strong reserve. Defensive midfielder, Moises Caicedo, a destructive machine in the middle with endless stamina. Right wing, Estevan the Bajero. This Brazilian wonder kid is growing in confidence on the ball. Attacking midfielder Facundo Buenanote, Enzo's replacement, creative and composed. Left wing Pedro Neto, his quick runs can kill off opposing defenses. Striker Mark Guiu, increasingly sharp, hungry for goals, aggressive, and eager to prove himself. With this in mind, do you think Chelsea will have another goal fest at the Bridge, or could Ajax spring a surprise? Chelsea's 3-0 victory over Nottingham Forest was marked by another red card, this time for Malo Gusto. It was the Blues' 5th red card in their last 6 matches. However, Enzo Maresca insisted he was not at all concerned. "It can be improved, but I'm not worried," he said. He believes each incident should be analyzed individually, not generalized. Previously, João Pedro, Trevose Chalobah, and Robert Sanchez were also sent off for different reasons. Maresca himself was even sent off against Liverpool for excessive celebration. If it was due to bad intentions, that's different. But if it's a spontaneous decision in 2 seconds, that's part of the game, he explained. Maresca believes discipline isn't a major issue in his squad, but rather a consequence of his aggressive style. "I prefer players who are willing to take risks rather than afraid to make mistakes," added the Italian coach. Chelsea will now face Ajax without João Pedro, but Maresca ensures the team's morale remains high. "We won't change our way of playing just because of one red card," he concluded. Can Maresca's relaxed approach survive if the red card trend continues?
Chelsea are set to continue their positive run in the Champions League by hosting Ajax at Stamford Bridge on Wednesday night. This match is special because it marks the Blues' 200th match in Europe's elite competition, while Ajax are playing their 250th match on the continental stage. However, the circumstances of the two teams are very different. Chelsea are on a hot streak, 3 consecutive wins in all competitions, while Ajax are slumping with just 1 win in their last 6 matches. The 1-0 victory over Benfica demonstrated the resilience of Enzo Maresca's men despite João Pedro's late sending off. However, despite losing several players to red cards, Chelsea remained solid. They also recently won 3-0 against Nottingham Forest, a result that even led to the dismissal of Forest manager Ange Postecoglou. Momentum is now firmly in the Blues' favor, who are unbeaten in their last 15 home Champions League group stage matches. Maresca will likely still be without several key players, including Cole Palmer, Mykhailo Mudryk, Levi Colwill, and Liam Delap. Enzo Fernandez is also doubtful due to a minor knee injury. However, there's good news. Moises Caicedo is ready to start. Reece James is expected to remain at right back, while Tosin Adarabioyo and Wesley Fofana will form the heart of the defense. Up front, João Pedro's absence could open the way for Mark Guiu to lead the line, supported by Pedro Neto, Estevão, and Facundo Buenanote behind him. On the other side, Johnny Heitinga's Ajax come into the match under pressure. 2 Champions League defeats, including a 4-0 trashing by Marseille, have left them bottom of the table. Their defense is fragile, their midfield is weak, and their attack lacks sharpness. Only Wout Weghorst can be relied upon as a target man, while creative midfielder Branko van de Boomen is out with a back injury. With all of this in mind, Chelsea are the clear favorites. Their performance, confidence, and home record are far superior. Given recent trends, it's hard to imagine Ajax taking any points in London. Our prediction? Chelsea 4-0, Ajax. Will this be a night of complete European dominance for the Blues?